Welcome to this Global Logistics Management Interview of the Month. This month we're talking to Chris Welsh, Secretary General of the Global Shippers Forum. Welcome, Chris. What is the role of the Global Shippers Forum?
Well, the GSF was established in June 2011 specifically to represent shippers at an international level which previously hadn't existed.
And what's the range of membership of the Global Shippers Forum? How global are you?
Yeah, we have over 30 organisations in membership around the world. Shippers organisations in North America, South America, Australia, New Zealand, a number of major Asian economies, South Africa, and a union of African shippers councils which includes about 20 African nations, and of course Europe.
Such a wide-ranging group of people. And what are the main issues you're currently dealing with for your members?
Well, it's quite a broad portfolio of issues covering the key aspects of international supply chains for both maritime aviation. On the maritime side, the key things over the last year have been maritime safety, key proposals going through the IMO on verification of container weights, a broader agenda in other UN organisations including IMO, International Labour Organisation and the UN Commission for Europe has all to do with improvement in stowing and packing of transport units. A lot of the pressure has been on the shipper because the shipper is the person that verifies and declares the container weights, for example, and of course is responsible for packing containers. So that's been a major challenge.
And you mentioned a range of different international organisations there. What are the issues, challenges, obstacles in terms of trying to manoeuvre and work with all those different organisations?
Well, one of the key challenges is there's a wide number of UN bodies that affect shippers and make the rules that shippers have got to comply with. And a lot of those are modal. So you've got the IMO for maritime, you've got ICAO for aviation, World Customs Organisation dealing with customs and trade procedures, and including a number of other organisations, World Trade Organisation, for example, UNCTAD, UN Committee for Trade and Development. I think probably the main challenge is they're all very different organisations. They've all got their own procedures and rules, and so getting underneath all of that and knowing how to play the system and to work within the system to get what you want from it is a key challenge.
And looking back over the last 12 months, what have been the main sort of challenges your industry and your organisations had to deal with?
Well, I think on the maritime side, as I said, the whole maritime safety and developing environmental agenda on sustainability has been the two key things. So, firstly, verification of container weights has been a major issue. Changes to the SOLAS Convention, which is the Safety of Lives at Sea Convention, which provides mandatory arrangements for shippers to accurately declare the weight of the container. So the challenge in IMO has been to, quite frankly, negotiate arrangements there to ensure that what comes out of the IMO is practical and shippers can easily manage. And I'm pleased to say we got a really good result out of that, where the IMO accepted a whole range of GSF amendments and proposals, which has made what could have been a very, very difficult piece of legislation to manage much easier to manage for the shipper.
And so looking forward to the next 12 months, what are you preparing to deal with? What are your members telling you they're expecting to have to cope with in the next year or so?
Well, I think that the major game changer that's come about has been the development of the P3 Global Alliance, an alliance between Maersk Line, MSC, Mediterranean Shipping Company, and CMA-CMG. The stature of this agreement, the scale and scope of it, is bigger than anything else, with market shares well in excess of 40%. So I think the key challenge there for us is to ensure that if that agreement goes ahead, it goes ahead in a way that doesn't present major problems for shippers in terms of restriction of choice on competition, doesn't restrict sailing opportunities, and genuinely, if it is a vessel sharing agreement that promotes benefits for shippers, then the agreement has really got to say what it does on the tin in terms of delivering for that. So we've already made a number of submissions to the European Commission and the Federal Maritime Commission in Washington, setting out some of our concerns there. So I think the major challenge over the next 6 months will be to ensure that we get something that is going to be workable.
That's very informative. Thank you very much, Chris Welsh, Secretary General of the Oceans.